Good morning and welcome to the 6th Annual Gaming in Holland conference here at the Holland Studios in Amsterdam. Personal contact is a good way to stay in touch with fellow industry professionals, as well as the latest industry developments.
But for all of us, during our journey, the law is our guide.
The Dutch gambling legislation has three major objectives: addiction prevention, consumer protection and prevention of fraud and crime.
Our licensing requirements will overall reflect the core values of the Netherlands Gaming Authority, which places consumers first. This means that applicants must convince us that they will honor their commitments towards consumers, that they will protect consumers and that they will respect the law.
Operators must be able to identify irregular betting patterns and know the customers. Signs of match fixing must be reported to the Sports Betting Intelligence Unit of the Gambling Authority immediately.
And the licensing process will be a tough period for those who apply. But let me assure you that the Netherlands Gaming Authority intends to travel this part of the road together with you.
Well, I would like to see a moment where we could have a discussion with the Gaming Authority and even the Ministry of Justice in terms of that they don't have this political pressure in terms of what should we do and what shouldn't we do, because we are capable in the Netherlands to create a format for offline and online, but sticking to it.
On the legislation side, I think too many things are still unclear. That's worrisome if you want to look at what it's going to take to implement, apart from the political process.
We are frustrated. We have complied, we have gone around the way we operate in order to satisfy the criteria, and now this, and within 4 days, a total change, and it leaves us, kind of in suspense. What's next? Because even if we are to consider that we are going to comply with what has been presented to us, then next week or next month or whenever, the goalpost will change again and we're extended again, and we need to comply once again.
Everywhere I look in the world, especially in the casino market, there are features these days which kind of have a skill element in it. And it looks that players are really keen on that because it brings something extra to the gameplay. Currently it is not allowed.
Start with what consumers want. Start with those kinds of engaging activities, and you're going to build products that are going to revolutionize or are going to innovate or disrupt an industry.
I think what a regulator and what the ministry must understand is that in general in business, innovation comes from beneath. It comes from the smaller guys in the garage. It doesn't come from the larger companies. And what they're doing now is they're introducing a framework which doesn't allow the small guy to succeed. I think that's the major thing they gotta change. They gotta create a framework that is open for diversity.
If you ask a lot of money in terms of getting a license, you have to spend a lot on marketing. One thing is for sure, you will kill national operators. It will be a total international landscape.
I would organize the legislation or regulation to happen on the fly more than trying to nitty-gritty everything at the front end. So,
like the Spanish did.
Yeah, and I think the Belgians did it to a certain degree as well. And then you have to look back after 5 years whether you're sort of there or not.
And I'm glad that we are in this together, because there's one thing that I'm certain of: to make it possible for future consumers to gamble remote in a safe and fair setting, we all have to take our responsibilities. Players, operators, regulators, other organizations involved.